don't know what Vincent did, but this man catching strays hundreds of years later, which is crazy. Dizzy from Dizzy Studio, nice to meet you. There's this group, interesting, unique group, protesters actually in the UK. I'm pretty sure you'll find some of the stuff I'm about to talk about interesting. I came across this group actually in 2022. That video I just showed you, 2022. When I first seen it, I was like, dang, what did Vincent do? And I just kept scrolling. I don't really think of it. Yeah, they was talking about the oil, but originally the shock of what they did kind of overwrite their message. And I haven't seen it since 2022. Until a couple weeks later, when they hopped on my For You page on some other crazy stuff, until they go diving into it. But first, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so I know y'all mess with this, so then we can do more videos. Without further ado, don't want to keep your time waiting, but let's do this. As I mentioned, this is a UK protest group under the name Just Stop Oil. You can probably get from the name what they're all about. Just Stop Oil is a non-violent civil resistance group in the UK. In 2022, they started taking action to demand the UK government stop licensing all new oil, gas, and coal projects. We have one on this, green checkmark. Civil Resistant Works. That's from the website. I'm not sponsored, from the website. You've probably seen these people on your For You page or Instagram or whatever with many different things and didn't even know what was going on. Didn't even know who they were actually. But today you're gonna find out. So sit back, relax, and have a snack while we talk about Just Stop Oil publicity tactics. I'm just gonna point out, this is not called tennis in the UK. It's called Wimbledon, which is basically tennis, but it's just surprising. You know, language is just fascinating. You feel me? My man went ahead in the middle of the match, just started throwing orange confetti, right? Wow, you get orange confetti. You get orange confetti. Everybody get orange confetti. And the crazy part is off rip. The audience knew exactly what was about to happen. Do you hear that response? Now, to be honest, I can kind of see the message of, hey, you guys value art more than life. You know, this oil is messing up our ecosystem. This, that, and the third. Correct. But honestly, I'm not getting the Wimbledon. I'm gonna start calling it for Wimbledon for now. Sorry, tennis match, you're done. The Wimbledon match, I don't get it. There's people, who knows, in that audience that could potentially support you, sponsor y'all. You don't even know who's in that crowd for real. After all their hard work and giving you their hard-earned money, you finna mess up a tennis match they just wanna see? They trying to relax? Like, you don't even know for real. So yeah, my man comes out throwing graffiti everywhere. Not only that, he kind of, look, skill is skill. My man was joking him, bro. He was, like when they was chasing him, bro, he was joking him. I can't even lie on that. He was doing his thing. He was joking him. You feel me? But if you watch the video, you'll see there's actually more than just him. There's actually a gang of them throwing graffiti here, throwing graffiti there, and you know, this type of thing, sure, you're getting publicity, you're getting acknowledgement, but at the end of the day, you think they're going to be seeing like, oh, that group was talking about oil. Maybe I should do my own research. You know what they go about? Them toes. Christ. What's wrong with them? Now, of course, they've been escorted by security, the graffiti and everything, the puzzle pieces as well, picked up, and they continue to match, you know. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you're sending a message, but the way you're getting it is overriding the message. All people are gonna say is, oh my gosh, get out of my way. And speaking of out of my way, let me show y'all this next video. Did I mention this is in the UK? I just want to make sure I put that out there. This is in the UK. Everything's all in the UK. Because I feel like if it was America, I'm not gonna lie, I think there'd be some different news stories, some different reports putting out on the screen. In all seriousness, this actually messed up. Like, the lady was saying, hey, I got a baby going to the hospital. I need to go. And they did not care what she had to say. They said, you and your baby. They don't give a about that little. And that really could be a life or death situation, because when you go to the hospital, you really don't know. Some people go to the hospital thinking it's a little thing, and next thing you know, if they came to the hospital 10 minutes later, it would have been wraps for them. You know, and that's how it just works. And for you to just not acknowledge that, to say like, hey, I don't really care about your life because you're not fighting for the belief that I believe in, that's insanity. That just, it just don't sit right. That's insanity. That's insane. And you should never be the judge of somebody's life because of your beliefs. Never. And that's not the first and only time that they did that. If you literally just look up Just Stop Oil, just that, you will see hundreds of videos of them blocking emergency cars, blocking just roads, blocking buses, just having more of a nuisance on the livelihood of the people in the UK than actually trying more to project the message and get people to understand and rally with them. If you look up Just Stop Oil on any social media, you will see hundreds of videos talking about the same thing that I'm talking about today, right? And a lot of them is on the negative side. Now, I'm not saying that's a really bad thing, because think about it. There's protests in America that has to do with equality, race, the difference between money being distributed, like a lot of things. And of course, you're going to have negative feedback when it affects you personally in a negative way, right? So I'm not saying negativity when it comes to the protests is purely a bad thing. But what I am saying is that when your protests start putting other people's lives in danger that's not contributing to what you're protesting about, it's starting to not really make sense. If you see what I'm saying, you know? It just doesn't really click and clap. Or the puzzles is not fitting the way it's supposed to be.
Oh,
you get what I
brother,
this guy stinks! Now I got a feeling that there's a couple people watching this like, okay, look, you're being too hard. Protesters are a very touchy subject. Protests, when it comes to people belief, could be very strong and demanding. And I get that. And especially when it comes to, okay, not everybody's blocking the road, right? This is probably a very big group. You only got some people, you know, not everybody's in that group is going to agree with it. And I would be like, sir, ma'am, everything in between and everything above and below, you're right. Until I found a video of an interview of one of the protesters, which I do believe to be one of the leaders and or founders, actually approving this behavior. Not only that, she said she would have her mother die for Just Stop Oil. That's crazy. I know. You might, I don't believe you. Watch the video. Watch this.
We're disrupting ordinary people's lives. I accept that, and I accept that having to do that
if it was
is a
your
very,
mum who
very
couldn't get to a hospital appointment,
grave and difficult thing to do.
No, just be specific. If
But
it was your mum,
let's
if it was your mum who couldn't get to a hospital appointment for something quite urgent because Just Stop Oil protesters were blocking the road, how would you feel?
I personally would understand why those Just Stop Oil protesters
Even
were
if it
blocking
was,
the road.
even if it was meant life and death.
Even if it was my mum.
Couldn't be me. Could not be me. My mom gets to the hospital, like it or not. I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm coming from America. Now, I'm not here to drag on them all day. I'm not here to say that everything they do is wrong. Because like I said, there are research that the way we are using oil is damaging the planet. There are research, there are scientists who did studies that us even getting the oil is causing damage to the earth and everything around us. The research is there, and what they're talking about is actually a very important subject. And yes, getting publicity to it is 100%. Like, I agree to the 1000th degree that we have to do something about the way we are using this oil. But at the end of the day, this is not the way you do it. Now, there is this one video I did see, and this is why I think they should go. Of course, if I'm going to give my opinion on the bad, I should give my opinion on the good. This is why I think they should go. You hear me? They went and spray paint on, I guess they was trying to aim for Taylor Swift. Now I don't know if they actually hit Taylor Swift plane, but they was trying to go to the billionaires and other people that use these private airplanes back and forth and jets and emitting all this CO2 into the air. That is, I think, is your perfect target to not only get your voice out there, but the action is connecting to what you're trying to talk about at the same time. That is a gold star. A+. Keep doing that. And I feel like people will agree with you more on what you're trying to do because it's matching. It's putting together. You're not just disrupting tens of thousands of lives and putting people's lives in danger for your belief, but now you're actually having people look at what's causing the problem that you're fighting for. That is a great example. Now, like I said, this is just really a light view of the whole situation with these protests in the UK. I just thought it was very interesting. I want to talk about it myself to you guys, see what y'all opinion is. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Who knows? I'm a very open-minded person. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Let me know what's your thoughts, your opinion, your own research, your own videos, your own looks, and we can talk about it. We do stream on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, so you're gonna have some fun, reactions, gameplay, whatever we might do. We do a lot of stuff, so just come on by, have some fun. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below as well. And I'll see y'all. And if I don't, good afternoon, good evening, good night.